Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at an overview of the market and then some of the coins that I've been trading, especially with my bot trading account as well, but also spot holds that are looking pretty tasty. All right, so I've just made a video on XRP, so we won't really go into detail on that. There's not really a great much to say about it, unless of course Bitcoin dominance takes a plunge below this level, which would spark one of the biggest alt seasons of mankind. Okay, it would be phenomenal. It's looking all right on the 4-hourly chart, I should say. We've broken beneath the 200 exponential. We've got sell signals on that, and also sell signals taking place on the daily. So it looks as though that there is a very strong chance that we do break down and get that alt season that I predicted around mid to late January. So I'm not saying that because I'm hoping my predictions come true. It's very difficult to anticipate that, especially when I was saying that like 6 weeks ago. But it does look like it could happen. But a support is a support, and we have to treat it as such. Let's not get too excited until it breaks down from there. But anyway, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, this is the deal, all right? This is the deal. We could be in a period of consolidation for Bitcoin now. We have a top basically forming here. That's not right. What's happened there? Let's put that pitchfork in again. Something's gone horrendously wrong there. But we have a lower high, should I say. We've got a lower high form. We had our plunge down here, and this is our lower high there. So now what we have is we have a pitchfork tool which we can use to navigate our way to support and resistance, as well as the moving averages, and also work out if this is going to break bullish or not. The way we'll know that is if we break out of the pitchfork tool and close out of the pitchfork tool. I would be pretty confident in saying that a new all-time high is likely to take place. This pitchfork tool is made on a daily, but I would still hold it with some significance on a 4-hourly, but the daily it would do it for me, but the 4-hourly will still do it as well if we break outside of this. So it's not far away, but at the moment I would say that we're looking to meander in this zone for a little bit, but the second we break out of here, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I'll be going long on Bitcoin. But for the moment, you know, a lower high, so we'll see how it goes. If we form a lower low, then it would be a bearish situation for it. Still think it's more along the lines of a consolidation, maybe even a bullish reaccumulation, and we'll know when we break out of here. But that's enough about Bitcoin. Let's have a look at some of these other coins. So we love FET on my Telegram chat, also my Patreon channel if you want to join that. There's links for that below, tutorials on there that you won't see anywhere else. Also, you will get access to 2 live streams a week where you can ask me any questions you like. But without that, my take on FET is pretty bullish. We have our conversion baseline cross above the cloud over here, not negated in any way. This is likely, in my opinion, to continue. It's in a bullish situation on the daily, definitely. And if it continues this way, and it looks like it should, this all-time high may be taken out sooner than we think, which is obviously a very, very bold prediction. But from my entry point, which was basically here where we got that cross, I'm already up 72%. I am really hoping to be up over 250% and counting. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it is looking good. There's nothing to suggest this trend is going to end anytime soon. Quick look on the daily. We don't have a weekly Ichikaud cross, but if this were to continue towards its most recent peak, this would be rocket fuel. This would launch it. It would catapult it to the stratosphere. So we're sincerely hoping for that alt season to take place, because if we do get this cross take place, it will be phenomenal. It will be unbelievable. But you know, we're weeks away from that kind of confirmation. But daily's looking good. No reason to doubt that it will continue for the moment. Ocean, let's have a look at Ocean on the daily. So we like Ocean on this channel, on my channel anyway, for its fundamental value. Not so much for the chart, but I have to say the chart is looking good now. But have we reached a top for the moment? Yeah, we probably have. You know, we're reaching these highs of the most recent peaks. A consolidation or a pullback from here is in my book relatively likely. We're not overbought. We're basically nudging and stretching in a way these Bollinger Bands, which is what I'd like to see. A stretching of the Bollinger Bands, coming back down, testing these exponentials, bouncing between 45 cent back up to 50, maybe even 60. But for the moment, it's a work in progress. Nothing particularly super strong about this one at the moment, but it is looking quite nice. Now we'll go to a 4-hourly to see how that looks. But I still imagine that we are relatively close to our most recent top for today and come back down to probably 50, maybe 45. I know that sounds tragic, and I love the coin, I love it. We've got our golden cross back here, dumped down into it, straight back bounce above it, and being supported more or less on the major moving averages, and we're way above all of them at the moment. So it's a big pump for it today. Long may it continue, but I'm not entirely sure that it will continue at the moment. I think it needs to come back down for a little bit, and having these bounces back up and down until basically it's ready to just continue to go up. And I'm pretty sure when it does, it'll be significant. This one, not a coin that I would normally trade, but while flicking around in the evening one day, I came across this and enjoyed what I saw, which was basically we were looking at this in basically this sort of downwards trend formation, looking for it to make a break to the out, and it's basically done that. So we had basically a signal that took place with our 4-hourly golden cross back there, just like lots of coins are getting at the moment. But on the daily, we don't have a long enough price action to have that kind of move, but we were riding up on the 10 exponential, which was good, above the center of the Bollinger Band, which was good, dumped back down and brought back up inside the Bollinger Band. It was pretty much a strong buy. I didn't expect it to rocket this far, but I am enjoying it, and my bot is really enjoying that price action. I set this one up literally just 1.5 days ago. It's generated me 13, almost 14% bot profit at the moment. And the way I run these bots is I like to accumulate enough to start a new bot, so I have a compounding effect. Every time my bot generates enough to create a new bot, I create a new bot, and it basically escalates to the point where I've got a cryptocurrency factory just churning out at the moment lots of Binance coins for me. This one's created 38, this one's only made 2, this one's made 12, and this one's made 5.5 in the last day and a half. So it's it'll just continue to do that. When I have enough, I'll create another one and another one and another one. It's interesting to note that I started this just about 2 months ago with only $1,200, and if we look at my portfolio balance at the moment, it's $14,000, so it's done pretty well for itself. And again, that's just from compounding the profit into all of this. I've moved some of that profit into Gate.io, and I am going to set up a bot on Gate.io at some point, but for the moment I'm just letting it ride in there with Bitcoin SV. Love me or hate me for that choice, I don't really mind. And the last thing we're going to look at is Holochain. So Holochain, again, one of those other tokens that I have high hopes for, coming out of a consolidation trend, going into an accumulation trend, having a golden cross, having a big pump from that, having another big pump from that, consolidating from that. Wouldn't surprise me if we dumped down into this zone here. What's going on with you, Binance? Can you just show me the chart appropriately, please? And so essentially you could call it a pump and dump coin, which is fine, and which is one of the reasons I put it into my bot trading platform, because the bot can trade every part of the pump and every part of the dump. Look at all these buys and all these sells, all these buys and sells, all these buys and sells, making the most of the entire price action, better than I could do. So profiting in every little aspect of that move. But more importantly, I do expect this one to have a continuation signal. And the reason why is because we had an Ichimoku cloud conversion baseline cross here above the cloud alongside a golden cross. Two very, very, very bullish situations for any kind of token. So this one is a low volume coin. When the volume picks up on this one, when I bought into this, it was like 500,000. So it has picked up quite a lot now. But once the volume picks up on this even more, this one is going to go to its all-time high. It's a bold statement, I know. It's a crazy thing to announce on any kind of public platform, but it is true. That will go up to its all-time high and then some. So a lot of these tokens I'm looking at 250% move out of all of them, really, most of them. And I'll leave it with you there. But thank you for watching. Join my Telegram, join my Patreon, and have a nice weekend. Take it easy.